Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing this morning? I hope everybody doing pretty good. So I'm getting to talk to a little bit of a late start, not too much. I was meditating this morning and was eating my breakfast and everything. So my the elementals told me to hold on 1 minute. So I just got finished looking at Willard Maxwell with New Grove Baptist Church in the local 7 cities, and it was pretty good. It really revitalized me because it was like the message from yesterday was really all up into the sermon that he had for the day. Now, I don't know how pre-recorded it was for it, or whether it was on the spot, because I know some churches it is on the spot, but I never visited that church. So I don't know that information, but I do know that the topic was on point, though. I like that. And I like it for more than one way because it makes me feel good in the type of love that I have with mother and father, source, or whatever word that y'all want to read, that y'all have to line with in order to understand when I say mother and father. So it was very beautiful, and I really felt very good. And then my elementals was like, now it's time. And I was like, yeah, you're right. You're right. It is time now. And it was just like I was going through the meditation process. It was just, I know that I'm going through a school right now with mother and father through the elementals. They are my teachers. And students, as they say. We just interact with each other that way. Thank you for the compliment, guys. But, yeah. They was just telling me how always pay attention, helping me understand more closer my physiological reactions to the interfaces of energetic and digital devices and all of that kind of stuff like that. So it was like, from yesterday, it was like the days, the sequences of my energetic vibration going through, and it was kind of like showing me how I was still focused and, continue. We proud of you. And that meant a lot to me, So we really did start the morning off very beautiful. Nice sermon, if anybody want to check it out, I do know that he was advertising a Facebook and Twitter account. So it could be under Willard Matthews or New Grove Baptist Church. I think it's at Hampton, at least when they was doing it, because it could have been Halloween weekend because he was advertising a Halloween party around this time. So like I said, I don't know the pre-recorded aspect of it. I guess I just look at it more as divine timing, how divine timing works, and how ripple affects the different frequencies and how interference overlay. I feel like that's definitely my lesson. Maybe it's something for y'all to know. But I know that was advertised a little bit with it about a party, and I saw Hampton up there. So but it's border West City of Hampton, so could be wrong. But like I said, they got a Facebook and Twitter account, and that was Willard Maxwell. So it was pretty nice. Nice serving. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and ready to get started this morning with the daily chakra message for November the 10th of 2019. I hope everybody been doing well. My day ended pretty alright. It was a very lesson days, sitting in class all day getting lectured type of lesson yesterday. So it was pretty good. You know what I'm saying? It's like a seminar type thing that I'm going through right now. So, Elementals, what would be the message for today, November the 10th, 2019? Okay, we got seeing and inspiration. Okay, let me get a book out and let's see what this is all about. Okay, so seeing is number 37. Look with new eyes upon the world you are creating. Expand your view, and your whole reality will grow with it. Above the grass, above the trees, above the soaring wings of the eagle, in direct alignment with the rising sun itself, an eye opens, seeing all. There is no tension in his gaze, no space, or thought it cannot perceive. Limitless by its very nature, the gift of the eye is to see what is clear and true in a moment, and to envision beyond our physical reality into the field of all possibilities. And in doing so, help to bring non-manifest wisdom into the world. Seeing. I like that. Then we got inspiration. Okay. Become a conduct of divine inspiration and give birth to the star you truly came here to be. Two sparks of celestial fire burst from the center of the galactic explosion. Beams of white light reach out in all directions, illuminating the sky with energy that can simply no longer be contained. The single moment of conversion unites a source of new life for millions of years to come. The birth of a star, inspiration. That is so beautiful. And today is Sunday. I don't know how many people look at it, but you know, I kind of grew up a little bit that Sunday is the beginning of the work week kind of attitude. This is preparation, get everything kind of set up. So, you know, I feel like it's different cards, I think, from last Sunday, but I know seeing is the first time coming out. But, you know, it's just like, maybe it's just also from a meditation. And these cards, I mean, I am the one, the tarot reader here present, right? So maybe it's all about me just saying, me just letting people know, like, embracing this chakra energy can bring new perspectives, new ways to look at things. You know, how do you want that star to be? Should a star relate to the traditional tarot meaning of it? Is it just a tarot meaning? What celestial, astrological, or what dreamy way connection do you have personally with a star before you ever thought of a tarot card? When maybe you was in a childlike expression, what did a star mean to you? Did that childlike expression star in where you at now at this point in time, did it give you the ability to look at the world the way you look at it, even change it? Did it give you the strength and the courage you need to have the discernment to be in that position of the all-seeing eye? Knowing that it held all that power for you. Do you remember that star? It never abandoned you, but did it feel like it abandoned you when your seeing eye maybe had closed, and it just felt more and better for a star to be at night instead of in the daytime? Is that what really happened? And every time you try to open up your eye, you see the light. You're not sure if you healing or you changing, all the stars abandoning you again because you didn't realize that your eye was closed. So for sunlight to get to it, it's like a little sensitive. Maybe it's just time for you to realize that your eye is a star. That's why it's called an iris. Maybe because it is a star. And once you realize that your eye is a star, you won't be afraid to open it no more. Because you know that the star will never leave you. And you get to trust your own instincts. You get to begin that celestial impulse that comes in between the masculine and feminine energy within inside of yourself. You know, it's just so many meanings that could really go with this chakra energy, but you know, it's very much about your perceptual view. You know, it's all about situations that's coming up that requires some form of recognition on the scale of maturity based on your situation and event. It's just growth. It's reality. It's the design. It's what we look forward to every day to say we live in, or to say that we doing something for the world, or whatever it might be that wakes you up, that makes you feel living. Even if you feel like that you gotta combat evil things, whatever it might be. It's like a energy of your desires is now coming before you. It is almost like, is this desire is yours. Why are you feeling any shame? Because some people is feeling shame for a desire that's yours. And you shouldn't feel shame for a desire that's yours. Right? But then that don't make sense. Because we wouldn't have never invented a legal system, right? If it weren't for those shames, right? So it does make sense, but it's not something that really is really. I'm going to turn it over to you, elementals. Now I have 4 cards to go with the message you want me to translate for today. 4 cards for the message for today. Okay, so we got the 7 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, 7 of Swords, ironically. Why should the 7 of Swords even be down here? So I had 4 cards that flipped up in the deck, and I had one that said it was going to be part of this party, right? And this is the Knight of Pentacles, who's determined to be part of this party here. Okay. So we got the 3 of Cups. We have the 6 of Swords. We have the Queen of Wands. And we have the Knight of Swords. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. So we have some negotiation going on at this point in time. We have the 3 of Cups and the 6 of Swords kind of acting like a tug of war type of energy. Meaning like it's 3 people on one end of the 6 of Swords is on one end, like, which is kind of creating a negotiation process. Meaning that it's like new evidence then occurred with the 3 of Cups, right? So now that this new evidence then occurred, what are we about to do with it? It's like the 6 of Swords is like, what are we about to do with this new evidence that didn't happen right here, right? So the Queen of Wands is stuck between the 6 of Swords and the Knight. Well, actually, the Queen of Wands is stuck between the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. That's why the Knight of Pentacles jumped out. Because the Knight of Pentacles is almost like how the 6 of Swords is feeling, right? But the Queen of Wands is embodying the whole situation with the 3 of Cups and the 6 of Swords. Meaning it's like the all-seeing eye is in the 3 of Cups. The inspiration is in the 6 of Swords. So it's these 2 energies is now entwining together, which is embodying the Queen of Wands. Okay? And the Queen of Wands is splitting up into the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. Right now, the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords haven't came to like ready to build together. So the 7 of Swords is like the next process. Like is moving, is progressing forward. It's showing the progression is happening. But it's like it's like this new evidence now have to be discussed, and is requiring darkness and light to discuss it, which is that 7 of Swords that they in. Darkness and light have to discuss this. It has to come to a perfect point for the gray to come in between. And the gray is like the protection and the resolution at the same time. And depending on how much gray comes in determines how the resolution happens. Let me see what's underneath for the 7 of Swords. The Empress. I knew it. I told you. It's the progression forward. The Empress. For real. Interesting. Interesting. Whoa. Whoa. And it's kind of, I'm going to tell you what make it even more interesting, because it's like, okay, to just be in this energy. When I started off the day and I was like, I listened to Willard Maxwell before I get my day, and I felt rejuvenated and I felt good. You know what I'm saying? So that was more or less like, I said I wasn't going to my elementals told me to just sit back and chill and wait for a minute, right? That's that Knight of, that's that Knight of Swords, right? But the Knight of Pentacles was there the whole time. Me staying there for a few minutes, I end up getting something that made me feel pleasurable with the Queen of Wands through the Knight of Pentacles. Okay? So it was a situation of where the Three of Cups was coming in from. Today is like the third day coming up here, and I'm progressing forward the Six of Swords through the bullshit of the Seven of Swords at the same time, and this is why. And the situation, the inspiration, and the sin that came in once again was from the episode, and the spark of the inspiration that came through to keep me content and happy, for me to see something new in the situation. So, and that's, that's a way also. So what I'm trying to say is, I can define how, whether this is just a personal message or whether it's for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no problem, but on the flip side of it, I was translating the message because I asked the elementals to come in. So I'm just following up on it for anybody who want to go too far deep. I mean, if it's meant for you to go that way, take responsibility for you and your spirit guides going in that path. Okay? But, I'm just trying to keep things kind of balanced out on clarity. And being woman enough to always, if I say something to offend somebody, to make sure that I could say about myself. And if it's offending, well, this is the harm that was only intended. So you gotta judge that I had no harm to no one if I'm putting a harm on myself. So let it be will. So the cards relate to me. So far, me waking up today, I can understand why these cards came out. Because it was new evidence that happened through my time. So, you know what I'm saying? In the course of 3 days. And the Three of Cups could literally be that all-seeing eye, the intuition on it. Is, I guess sometimes I take, because this is a spiritual divination type thing, so sometimes celebration is definitely there, but on a broader broadcast, I try to read in a broader state. So celebration to me is also like, when these two cards come together, it's just like your masculine and feminine energy coming together and remembering what your intuition has taught you through the past situations or events. Because a celebration is also like going to a party and something like that. So if you didn't experience some intuitive events within inside of yourself, they should be connecting together to give you an answer. Like I woke up with one this morning. And I feel good. So people wondering why my voice is so calm this time around, it was because of that. That's, it said idea, spark, conception, impulse. It's very beautiful. So, moving forward, but beyond the hostility or the what I classify to be something wrong. It's just my personal opinion. It might not be everybody's. But after the Seven of Swords and the Empress is the Five of Pentacles, where I was speaking about light and darkness have to make an agreement, and then there's the Queen of Pentacles. So yeah, I mean it's just a little process going on. But intuition is and not in the situation. I say communication with your higher self is more like you're not going to be getting signals as much as you'll get confirmations on a day like this. With the Six of Swords being here, you should be able to get some clear messages for the day. Knight of Pentacles is in the background. So, and that's kind of sweet for the Knight of Pentacles to be there. Whatever role that the Knight of Pentacles is playing, because it can be playing a block game. Can I get a advice card for the daily chakra message for the day, November the 10th for 2019? Fertility, staying young. Anti-aging Mondre. This Mondre does you good on all levels. It is good for the lymph system and keeps you young. While breathing out, press your hands together firmly at the same time. Spread your fingers out. Repeat this several times every day steadily, increasing the number of times and how strongly you press your hands together. See yourself as a ripe old age, but still full of life, animated and mentally fresh and fit. People seek your company, feel at home in your presence, and enjoy your positive and encouraging words. I look forward to life adventures with enthusiasm, anticipation, and gusto. I know that's right. I like that. Because it's all about keeping it moving, right? Until the next time, y'all stay positive and be safe.